Believe it or not, Black Ops 6 already showed us the Mastery Camos and how to obtain them this year, with some key distinctions between this upcoming year's unlock grind and years prior. Honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised by the fact that we've already seen this, because in years past, we won't see anything in relation to camos until a few days before the game's launch, but this stuff was detailed in full nearly 2 months before the game's launch when it was revealed a little bit ago. So drop your thoughts as we go along, drop a like if you enjoy the video, and make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 6 content as we chase down 600,000 subscribers and gear up for launch. If you're part of that nearly 75% of viewers not subscribed, I'd love to have you in the community and keep up to date with everything. But for now, let's get into it. So Black Ops 6 is changing some of the usual grinds and rewards for camos this year, introducing for the first time since Warzone launched, Warzone-specific camo grinds per weapon. Season 4 of Warzone this year introduced us to our first Warzone-specific earnable camos, but those were limited to challenges and not weapon grinds. But now, just like your multiplayer and zombies grinds each year, we as well have Warzone camos coming to Black Ops 6 at the integration with Season 1. So you now have, for the first time, 12 Mastery camos to work towards this year, keeping grinders like me busy for sure for quite a bit of time, on top of things like 100%er challenges if you go for that kind of stuff. But the camos, they already revealed. For multiplayer, you have the Gold, Diamond, Dark Spine, and Dark Matter camos, bringing back the classics but introducing another tier in accordance with the last few years' tiers of unlocks. Gold looks like the classic, Diamond looks like the Cold War and Black Ops 2 versions of Diamond, Dark Spine looks like a killer camo, akin to what you'd see maybe like a Mastercraft design looking like with an animated wave of accents, and then Dark Matter is the classic Dark Matter design from Black Ops 3 with interactive properties, allowing the Ember effect to amplify as you hold down the trigger in gunfights, making the lighter purple and red even more apparent. Zombies, you'll end up having Mystic Gold, Opal, Afterlife, and Nebula. Zombies, as with multiplayer and Warzone, again brings a fourth camo into the equation here with this. In prior years, you of course had the Gold, Diamond, and Dark Matter level of camos like in Black Ops Cold War, but with the last 2 years, it's introduced that extra step. Mystic Gold and Opal being your standard looking camo variations. Opal actually reminding me a lot of Cold War's Diamond camo, looking like whenever it was ported to Verdansk in Warzone, it wasn't 1-to-1, but instead it was a more zoomed in, or like an enlarged version of Diamond. Afterlife being an animated camo with, admittedly, I think a really cool obsidian base to it with a light blue accent, and then Nebula being straight out of the Nebula camo from Black Ops 4, a throwback there for you perhaps. I think it was the Paladin and Blackout that I absolutely always rocked this thing on. But Nebula does what Dark Matter does, heating up per se as you hold down the trigger, negating some of the base aqua and blue color, but instead introducing more purple, orange, and red, being interactive in nature, a sort of trend with the highest masteries this year, which we'll also see again in Warzones with Gold Tiger, King's Ransom, Catalyst, and Abyss. Admittedly, some of the Warzone camos initially didn't really do it for me, but they've grown on me. Gold Tiger being similar to the Gold Cheetah and Tiger camos we've seen in the past, similar to that bonus here in Modern Warfare 3, similar to COD World War II's Mastery camo. King's Ransom reminds me of almost exactly the Diamond camo in Black Ops 3. Catalyst, being an animated hexagonal design, is a cool one with an accented green, almost digital wave through it with pulses to purple and red and other RGB designations. And then Abyss has certainly grown on me. A fluid black base with plenty of white accents, and then the interactive ability to introduce a blue paint splatter effect when holding down the trigger. So these camos, I think, certainly look really cool. As a camo grinder myself, I'm absolutely loving the ability to have 3 grinds to work towards this year. But there's a few variables that I'd like to hear about. Number 1, how does prestiging interact with or perhaps slow down the camo grind? And number 2, do we need to level our weapons to unlock camo categories like years prior? I mean, either of those, if we have to re-unlock our weapons every prestige, we have to rank things up, it's almost going to be one of those scenarios of choosing one or the other, the prestige grind or camo grinding and waiting to put that prestige grind off. That is, if they work in the exact same ways as prior years. Now, thankfully, neither of those are going to be concerns as clarified by Treyarch. How you earn these was further expanded upon by Lawrence Metten, Associate Director at Treyarch, in which he laid out the following. Each weapon camo's grind has 3 stages per mode. Military, a consistent set of 9 camos earned an MP by hitting headshot milestones. Specials, which are 2 unique camos unlocked via challenges tailored to the gun's playstyle, where you can equip specials to any weapon, and then your mastery camos, as of what we just mentioned. When asked about it further, it was mentioned, for the love of God, just let all the camo progress track before the gun is max level. To which Lawrence Metten said Black Ops 6 camos don't have any weapon leveling requirements. So that's pretty cool to hear, but what does this format actually look like? Well, the COD blog surprisingly took a deep dive into this with the beta and around the reveal at COD Next. A fairly pleasant surprise again, as camos usually aren't showcased until a few days before the launch of the full game. This is the furthest out we've ever seen camos revealed in such a detailed capacity, not only just showing us the camos, but also how you actually do them. So on your journey, you'll have to first unlock your military camos. These are camo types that are consistent across every single gun in the game and are, as they put it, extremely straightforward. For the majority of the primary weapons in Black Ops 6, excluding melee, shotguns, and launchers, these are going to be headshot challenges. You'll unlock these in order. Think back to the original Modern Warfare 2 days and the likes, where to get fall camo unlocked at 250 headshots, you had to first get Woodland at 5, Digital at 15, Urban at 30, Blue Tiger at 75, and Red Tiger at 150. Now, whether or not it follows the same routes as 2009's Modern Warfare 2 in that sort of just progressive unlock, or if you have to get those over and over again, so like instead of 250 for fall camo, you end up having to get 525 because you had to get 5, then 15, then 30 more, then 75 more, and so on. While those specifics aren't known on the quantity of headshots, the same basic sequential premise is what we're focused on. Completing these 9 camos per preferred mode will grant you the ability to then progress through your unique camos. Now, unique camos are going to be 2 challenges per weapon per mode, so 6 total per weapon, but you only need to do the 2 of whatever preferred mode you're grinding for. So like if you're doing the multiplayer mastery camos, you don't have to touch the unique camos for zombies or Warzone. These camos are only unlockable after completing your military, and again, usually headshot challenges, where these will then task you with 2 specific requirements to unlock these, individual to those weapons alone. Unlike the military camos, these, once completed, can actually be used on any weapon, shared between all your weapons, like how you could with the base weapon camos in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. When you complete these custom tailored per weapon challenges, both of them, you'll then move on to the ability to move to your mastery camos. And again, this is where we already see these shown off. Multiplayer is Gold, Diamond, Dark Spine, and Dark Matter. Zombies is Mystic Gold, Opal, Afterlife, and Nebula, and Warzone is Gold Tiger, King's Ransom, Catalyst, and Abyss. These will then work exactly how we've seen in the last 2 years in Mastery. So, for example, let's take multiplayer. Individual weapon challenges for Gold after completing 9 headshot challenges, and 2 unique challenges will open up. That's going to give you 1 challenge to unlock for Gold on that weapon. Diamond's challenge to unlock will be then available once you complete all Gold challenges for a weapon classification, so like your rifles, SMGs, shotguns. Dark Spine's challenge will then unlock after completing all weapon classes Diamond challenges, meaning every single weapon has Diamond camo unlocked. And then Dark Matter will be that final tier above, where it will unlock automatically after completing the Dark Spine challenge on every single weapon. The same process will then work across zombies and Warzone. So Treyarch is really both removing some of the annoyance of the individual weapon challenges and that fear of missing out on the weapon grind through the return of the prestige system, and having to consciously balance, hey, these guns are going to relock again. I won't be able to use them until like level 40 or something like that. They're doing that, but also not locking challenges to weapon levels, which makes it great, especially again when those things are relocked at each prestige. But also at the same time, in terms of making it easier to approach the camo challenges, it seemingly is elongating the entirety of the grind and also then expanding the amounts of weapon camos that you'll have across the board. Assuming you complete all 3 weapon camo grinds through just organic unlock, let's say you have 40 weapons in the game. I'm assuming that we're going to see more than just 40 weapons in reality, but you'll have access, if there's 40 weapons, to 747 camos on day 1. Again, that's considering that there's only 40 weapons, and those 27 weapon camos for the military ranks are more than likely the same camos we'll see for every single weapon, but you have to unlock them individually on each weapon. So just under 750 camos to choose from on day 1, again, on a probably conservative number of weapons in the game, is pretty nuts. Not gonna lie. So to have all of this now, the abundance of camo challenges to go after, the abundance of camo grinds across all 3 main modes, and then the ability to make these even more approachable by not having to choose between, do I want to go for a camo grind or do I want to go for the prestige grind? I think this is a great way and a great change to the camo grinds upcoming within Black Ops 6. So just wanted to fill you guys in here on this because I saw some confusion in comments. I saw a few people asking for breakdowns of this, so just wanted to cover this because amidst everything with COD Next and the reveal and then jumping right into the beta, we didn't really get around to talking about this. So just wanted to fill you guys in here and let you know what you may have missed out of the semi-new camo grinds within Black Ops 6 here. Again, some of the base standards for the masteries are the same, but how you get to those masteries are a little bit different, and a new way to approach it. A hybrid system of old and new. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this new camo grind system within Black Ops 6? Do you like how it sounds thus far? Are you hoping to see something tweaked about it? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 and other FPS content. We have a very, very busy next month and a half leading to the launch of Black Ops 6, and then of course, everything gets crazy at launch. So I'd love to have you guys in the community as we chase down 600,000 subscribers. But for now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.